This is Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for September 29, 2025. The Cambodia Securities Exchange Index was down 0.18 points or 0.04% and closed at 404.26. Total trade volume was down with 31,900 shares changing hands at a total value of 179.9 million real or over $45,000. On the main board, 4 stocks were up and 3 were down. Leading the market was Royal Group Phnom Penh SEZ, up 0.49% or 10 real to 2,060 real per share, followed by Phnom Penh Autonomous Port, which rose 0.29% or 40 real to 13,600 real per share. The other 2 stocks up were Grand Twins International and Phnom Penh Autonomous Port. On the downside, Pestec Cambodia was the biggest loser of the day, dropping 1.89% or 50 real to 2,590 real per share, followed by MJQ Education, which was down 0.51% or 10 real to 1,970 real per share. Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority was also down. Meanwhile, the remaining 2 stocks, Acleda Bank and MJQ Education, stayed flat. Over on the growth board, DVD Engineering was up 0.49% or 10 real to 2,040 real per share, while JS Land stayed flat at 2,770 real per share. Acleda Bank recorded the highest trade volume of the day with 18,704 shares changing hands at a total value of 126.7 million real or over $30,000, approximately 59% of the total trade volume on Monday. Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority recorded the second highest trade volume of the day with 3,964 shares changing hands at a total value of 24.3 million real or over $6,000, about 12% of the trade volume on September 29th. Moving on to the exchange rate, the Khmer Real to USD was stable at 4,008 real per US dollar, while the US dollar index was down to 97.94. Moving on to global commodities, oil prices dropped on Monday after Iraq's Kurdistan region resumed crude oil exports via Turkey over the weekend, coupled with OPEC Plus plans for another oil production hike in November, adding to global supplies. Brent crude futures were down 43 cents or 0.6% at $69.70 a barrel after settling at the highest point since July 31st on Friday. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude was down 49 cents or 0.8% at $65.23 a barrel, giving back most of Friday's gains. Gold prices surged above $3,800 an ounce for the first time on Monday, driven by rising bets on a U.S. Federal Reserve rate cut that weakened the dollar, while concerns over a possible U.S. government shutdown bolstered safe haven demand. Spot gold jumped 1.4% to $3,812.49 per ounce after hitting $3,819.59 earlier in the session. U.S. stock futures climbed early Monday as investors eyed a looming U.S. government shutdown. As of the time of the Cambodian market's closing, contracts tied to the Dow Jones Industrial Average and the S&P 500 both rose around 0.4%. Futures on the tech-heavy Nasdaq 100 popped 0.5%. A U.S. government shutdown remains possible by Wednesday this week, leaving an air of doubt over whether the government will release key economic data. That includes the highly anticipated monthly jobs report on Friday, key to the U.S. Federal Reserve's picture of the economy, and to the bets on interest rate cuts that have helped drive markets. This was Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for September 29th.